Now, we heard from the Media Shop's Chris Bouwer a little earlier about the issues facing the print industry, and you'd assume those issues might translate into other media disciplines as well. But apparently, South Africans haven't lost their passion for the big screen just yet. But this doesn't mean the sector can rest on its laurels. So, how is the cinema experience remaining a competitive and valid source of entertainment?
The movie industry, both locally and internationally, is alive and well. It's growing really nicely, and there's some really exciting investments which Ster-Kinekor is making into the not only South African but sub-Saharan African cinema-going landscape, which we're really excited about. There are more and more cinemas being opened, so there are more cinema screens than there ever have been. I mean, Ster-Kinekor alone is opening 4 new cinemas in the next sort of 6 months, with many more new builds planned over the forthcoming years. We're expanding into Africa as well. So it very definitely is a viable entertainment opportunity for not only the youngsters who enjoy our precincts, but also more the discerning film audiences who enjoy art films or film festivals. We're always looking for ways to widen that gap between the cinema experience versus other forms in which people may see the same film. One of the other ways in which we have made the cinema experience different and better and more special is similar to the precincts in which we're sitting now, the Cine Prestige concept, which is a dedicated foyer lounge area where people don't have to queue. They sit in a very spacious cinema on full leather reclining armchairs and enjoy a film without having to squeeze past people to sit there. It is one of our most popular cinemas. It's just about sold out from Friday till Sunday evening. If you want to get a ticket, you have to book online, and that also carries a slight price premium. We're also very excited to announce that we're bringing IMAX back into the country as of the end of this year. And it is one of the bigger sort of international trends as well, is just the thoroughly immersive nature of the IMAX experience, and seeing films on an enormous screen with a proprietary sound system. It really is very exciting, and we can't wait to bring that to South Africans here. We've had consumers begging and pleading and stamping their feet. When is IMAX coming to South Africa? Why is it growing all over the world but we don't have it here? So we have listened. We've worked out the business case, and we're excited to open the first one at the Gateway Centre in Umhlanga.
Now, just a little earlier in the year, the advertising world was rocked by news of an impending mega merger deal as holding companies Omnicon and Publicis planning to hook up in a juggernaut deal. I'm told it's worth something like $35 billion US. So is there an impact on South Africa? With me now from TBWA, part of the Omnicon group, Derek Bouwer, very warm welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Just into perspective, first of all, for non-advertising people. Many famous big agencies in South Africa, such as yours, are owned by these big holding companies. A merger makes you bigger, yeah?
Correct.
Does it make you better, though?
I think in many instances it can. I think the reasons for the Publicis Omnicon merger have been listed as being the ability to engage more effectively with the big companies like Google, like Facebook. So I think it gives you bulk, it gives you mass, it gives you negotiation power, which can only benefit clients. I think it gives you the ability to address talent on a far broader scale as well. I think that many of the risks have been, do you risk losing good talent? But I think it gives talent a place to go, or a bigger field to play on, and it gives the clients access to a deeper set of talents as well.
The flip side to that is that clients often say they get lost in this behemoth, that bespoke service that agencies can often offer isn't there. That's your challenge to guard against that.
I think it is. It is a challenge, but I don't think that it's an insurmountable challenge. I think that it is very much a case of how the agencies engage their clients. You don't need to be small to be attentive. You can be big and attentive. You can be big and excellent. I don't think that they're mutually exclusive.
This deal is still to go through. I mean, I presume there are competition
Correct.
hurdles that it's
Yeah,
got to go through.
that's correct. Yeah,
Conventional wisdom is that it will go through. What direct impact on the South African agency sphere?
As we currently exist, we have TBWA, DDB, BBDO within an Omnicom stable. We operate independently of one another. If we're in a large group which has now got 6 or 7 networks instead of 3 networks, I can't imagine that it's going to have a dramatic impact on us. We don't have a holding company infrastructure within South Africa that would be impacted by it. So I think it would be business as usual, quite frankly.
What about this thing, and I always get a smile on my face, this phrase called back-end cooperation. I mean, surely there are synergistic opportunities here for you to consolidate perhaps on that side of it, the operational side.
I think there may well be opportunities of that nature. I think the reality, though, is that those are going to be limited to things like, I guess, cash pooling and treasury systems. It's going to be reporting systems. It's going to be very much the the functional accounting side of the business,
no
as
impact on the
opposed to
creative
operational,
output.
creative client relationships. That's going to continue.
One of the big challenges facing all ad agencies is this explosion of data. 90% of the world's data we read has been gathered in the past 2 years for the sole purpose of selling goods and services. Isn't the future of advertising agencies not what you do now, but simply to become data managers and data experts? That's where you're heading, isn't it?
I fundamentally disagree with that, because I think that our business is still about an incredible story well told.
Yeah.
I think you can have as much data and as much analytics as you like. You still need to engage the customer, and I think if you can target them more accurately, absolutely, and I think that might give rise to efficiency of spend, but I'm not sure that that's necessarily going to give rise to customer delight and brand affinity and loyalty.
Thank you very much for the insight. Just before we go this week, we're going to leave you with 2 ads that caught our attention. The first gets our Kick in the Backside award. It's cliched, it's wooden, and it's stiff, unless it's a parody on the word bizarre. I tend to think not.
This is my bathroom, a place my husband uses to bath Rufus. Fortunately, Bathroom Bazaar is having a sale and you get up to 20% off all accessories, baths, basins, showers, taps, toilets and vanities. That's right, up to 20% off. Now my hubby and Rufus can bath in style. Bathroom Bazaar, pulling the plug on high prices.
And we love this one, how to take a concept like bus travel and make it into an epic story by overhyping everyday actions and observations to the nth degree. The ad comes from Sweden.
Midtrafik præsenterer Bussen. Chaufføren er cool, jeg er cool. Toplækre sædepladser. Gigantiske panoramavinduer med imponerende udsigt. Design og ringeklokker med cool funktioner. Gratis håndtag. Den er stor. Den har sin egen bane. Ja, den er street. Og den kører også om natten. Jeg er stadig cool. Ja, bussen er cool. Så stå tidligt op i morgen og få en god plads. Midtrafik.
Well, you can let us know what you think of those ads on our Facebook page. Next week on Mags on Media, he's a straight-talking strategist at the Goodby Silverstein agency. Don't miss our interview with Gareth Kay on life and love of the advertising industry. As always, thank you for watching and goodbye.
That moves. ENCA.com.